So just by turning down a few settings, I've made the game look exactly the same and increased my FPS by like 30. Hello and welcome to WePC. My name's Jack and today we're going to be looking at Splitgate and how we can optimise it to get the best performance possible, without potato-fying it too much. I think Splitgate is a beautifully modelled game and I want to preserve that as much as possible. Before we start, can I please ask that you subscribe and portal your way over to the like button, if you enjoyed the video of course. All the settings are in the description if you want to skip all the technical stuff and all the explanations. First off then, you definitely want to be playing on full screen, as Windows prioritises the on-top window and will allocate more of its resources to said window. This is very good for gaming as we don't want any kind of resource optimizations within Windows to get in the way and impede FPS. Next, you'll definitely want to be playing at your monitor's native resolution. There's absolutely no point going higher as you won't get any visual benefit. If you have a 4K monitor and you're experiencing low frame rates, feel free to drop to 1440 or even 1080p. I doubt you'll be having much trouble as Splitgate is already very well optimised. One setting I don't like to mess with is resolution scale. There is always a better option. Most of the time it just turns down your resolution by a percentage dictated by the slider, and that just makes the image look horrid. Refer back to potato-fying. Lowering the game's resolution is always a better option. FOV now is down to personal preference, but please note, usually the higher the FOV, the more objects there are on screen to render and the less FPS you'll get. As you can see here, the difference between 90 and 103 FOV, the highest allowed, is 2 FPS. But it is in favour of the higher FOV setting. I have seen this before in days gone. My guess is that Splitgate uses some kind of optimization like render culling to compensate for the higher amount of objects drawn on screen that come along with a higher FOV. So good news if you want to crank up that FOV. Next up is frame rate limit. You want to crank that all the way up to 360, maybe one day we'll get an unlimited cap, but for now 360 will do just fine. I've seen a 2080 Super hit that cap in 1440p, so I'm sure you 1080p gamers will be doing just fine. VSync, you want to turn that straight off unless you're comfortable limiting your FPS to your monitor's native refresh rate. The benefit of this is your GPU will not be working harder than it needs to, pushing out extra frames that you can't benefit from. But having said that, 120 FPS, even on a 60Hz monitor, looks a lot better than 60 FPS. So what graphical settings do we want then? Well, view distance I'm going to put on far, post processes I'm going to put on medium, shadows, medium, textures, medium, effects, medium, anti-aliasing, high, portal quality, epic, and portal frame rate, epic. For gameplay reasons, you'll definitely want to keep the portal quality and the portal frame rate on the highest setting available. It doesn't compromise the visual quality of portals, and a lot of strategic advantages in Splitgate come with using portals against enemies. I find a mix of medium to high settings to be the best here. Splitgate's kinda low poly, cartoony art style makes for easy rendering. But where there's settings, there's optimizations to be had, and I hope this one helped. So that's pretty much it guys, nice and quick for you. Please if you would leave a like and subscribe, helps us do our job, helps you get entertained by making sure you're notified of our great content. You can also join our Discord and come interact with us and our community. We'd love that very much. Thanks very much for watching guys, this has been Jack from WePC and I'll see you in the next one.